Welcome back to the home studios here in Huntington Station, New York. My name is Chris Strub from teamstrub.com. I'm here today to show you a bit about your Instagram Stories archive. How does the archive work? What information can I glean from the archive? And I'm actually going to show you something that you might not have realized about the archive that's going to allow you to access a lot of your Instagram stories beyond the limits of the actual archive itself. So what I'm going to do here is bring up my screen. I'm going to show you my iPhone screen live here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. But as we do that, I want to remind you that our video today is sponsored by LearnIGStories.com. LearnIGStories.com. It's where you can go to learn all about all the different awesome aspects of Instagram stories and how they all can play together to help you create one awesome, cohesive Instagram stories strategy. Just trying to bring up my phone here real quick. Should just take one more second. And we're going to start out here on my Instagram profile. So here's my profile. What we're going to do is go to the very top right-hand corner of the screen. You're going to see the three lines. It's going to, we call that in the business a hamburger menu. And at the top of the screen there, you're going to see Insights, Saved, and Discover People. I want you to go to Insights. And now it's going to show you some insights into my own personal account, right? So nothing too exciting to see here. You see some statistics about interaction and discovery. But when you go to that middle tab that says Content, that's actually going to give you access to what we call your archive here on Instagram, where you can see all of your feed posts, and you're going to see some insights about your feed posts. But today we're talking specifically about your Instagram Stories content. So if I scroll down to Stories and I click See All, you're going to see all of the stories that I've posted in the last 14 days. And these are going to show the impressions of those stories that have been posted. Now, if I click on the top right-hand corner, you see that I can change the time frame from 14 days to either 7 days or 24 hours. So the limits of the archive that we see here are 14 days. That's it. You're not going to be able to access statistics about your past content that has been posted longer than 14 days ago. You see, if I scroll all the way back here to the bottom of my archive, what did I post here 2 weeks ago? Whatever this post is, you can see that was posted 2 weeks ago. You see my pal Bella Vasta on there as well. Now, you can also change the way that you sort your archive, or not the way that you sort it, but you can change the information that is shown here. So you can change it to reach people who tapped forward and back on your Instagram story, people who exited out of your story, which is an important stat to note. If people are leaving your story, obviously they're leaving for a reason. Replies, people that flip to the next story, so that means they swiped from your story to the next story in their list, and also link opens. All of these pieces of information are very valuable to you and your brand. I would say that exited is a great one to take a look at. So if we scroll back here, we can see, well, who exited, how many people exited at the first frame of these stories here. You can see that that 7 people exited out of my story there when we started today. Now, these numbers are all, none of these numbers are definitive in one way or another. You're going to want to compare how the numbers play out over time and see what sort of content you're creating is going to be is going to drive the least amount of exits versus the most amount of exits. Now, if you're looking to find content that you posted more than 2 weeks ago, here's a little trick. You're going to exit out and go back to your profile. And we're going to go to that plus button in the middle of the screen to add a highlight. And when we do that, you're going to see not just the content that you posted today, but we're actually going to be able to scroll all the way back. All the way back. So if I wanted to see the content that I posted on July 24th, where I was up on stage in Louisville, or if I wanted to scroll back even further than that, and I wanted to see the content that I was posting, let's go back to the spring. Look at all this beautiful content. I don't even know what's going to come up here. This is when I ran a half marathon and then ran a 5K with my dad back in Binghamton. You can see here that these are sorted chronologically. They're sorted by date. You can see that all the content is there, but you cannot see the analytics that were affiliated with these. So I can't tell you how many impressions or how much reach or how many exits each of these stories got. What I can do is I can add it to a story or add it to a highlight. So I can go boom, boom, boom. I'm going to add those 4 things to this new highlight that I'm going to create and call it racing. Okay. And I'm going to hit add. And now here's a little trick. You can actually see some of your insights. Okay, so I'm going to pause right. Trying to pause where I don't have, as Michael Jester would say, paused face. I want you to look in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You can actually now see the analytics from the post that you put up there months and months and months ago. You can see the views, you can see the impressions because this loads as if it's a regular story. Watch the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, so you can actually see all of your viewers and everything there, as you would with any other story. So there's the hack for you for your Instagram stories archive. Again, you can access it by going to settings, but you can also access a lot more of your content by adding it to a highlight. And now if I wanted to get rid of this highlight, what I'm going to do is just remove the content from that highlight. And now you see that that highlight is gone. So simple, easy. Again, if you want to learn much more about Instagram stories, if you want to see how your brand, your business can build a cohesive Instagram stories strategy, I want you to go to learnigstories.com. That's learnigstories.com. You can learn more about me at teamstrub.com. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Chris Strub. Hit that subscribe button here on YouTube, or make sure you're liking the page on Facebook. I'll be back with more awesome, valuable Instagram stories information real soon.